Yo, what's going on? Your boy Ghost here. Today I'm bringing you guys another comparison video between FFAR and AK-74u. Now I wanted to make this video because everybody right now and their mothers is starting to use FFAR as a secondary, and they're starting to consider the FFAR as the best secondary in the game. And this actually caught me off guard because I never really expected the FFAR to be used like predominantly as a secondary now. Mostly because, you know, it shoots fast and it has AR bullets, and pretty much all the primary weapons will be ARs, you know, like your AMAX, M16, AUG, and whatnot. But people are starting to pair it up with the FFAR, and it's starting to become, I guess, the new meta, or at least that's what everyone starts preferring to use right now, because they figure that it's better than the MAC-10, which is fine. But see, the thing is, I already made a MAC-10 comparison with the FFAR. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I posted it like a month ago, and I was like, you know, I wanted to do another one, but I was like, it's too soon. Plus, we have this conversation to bring up, which is the 74u versus the FFAR. And see, the thing about the 74u is that I personally believe it to be still the best SMG in the game. I still live by that. You know, yes, I do use the MAC-10 a lot, and that's just mostly because of mobility reasons, but you know what I'm saying, the 74u is still, in my opinion, the best SMG in the game. And so, comparing it to right now what's being considered the new best secondary in the game, you know, we have this comparison right here. But anyways, man, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and yeah, with that being said, man, let's get into the comparison. And here we have the recoil pattern for the AK-74u, which the recoil is actually not that bad. When you're able to get in an engagement and you start controlling it, there's pretty much like no recoil. I'm not gonna say there isn't completely no recoil, but there's very minimal recoil. And man, this gun right here, bro, is just one of the most underrated guns in the game, and it just surprises me because of the ability of how, or I guess just how good this gun is, man. And everyone just sleeps on it for no reason. Like here, in top 3 for secondaries, in my opinion, no particular order, it's the MAC-10, FFAR, and 74u. These guns are easily top 3 of secondaries. I'm not gonna rank them, but I'm just saying that those 3, man, if you ever, like, you know, if you don't want to use the MAC FFAR, believe me, bro, the AK-74u is a great alternative substitute, and it can compete with both of those weapons. But anyways, so the 74u, man, this gun right here is just a beast, bro. Damage wise, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I was under the misconception that the task force barrel actually did something, so you could always change the barrel, because technically you don't need the task force barrel, because it doesn't even give you like the max bullet velocity. I don't remember which barrel gives you the best bullet velocity, but you could probably substitute it for the task force. I mean, the task force does give you a little bit more range though, because you know it's a longer barrel, but you know, I was just sad when it turns out that the task force didn't give you more damage. It always felt like that to me, to be honest. Like, I don't know, the placebo always made it seem like the task force on the 74u was just insane, but I was living under a lot, which is sad. But it is what it is. It's still really good. It's still very powerful. But the one thing, man, like I mentioned in the beginning, is the mobility, man. The mobility is just something that I can never get away from. It's weird because, like, it's slow and it kind of just steers me away because it's not fluid movement like the MAC-10. And don't get me wrong, 74u is still my favorite SMG in the game, but I prefer the MAC-10 at times because it just has the fluid movement, the ability to just slide cancel and all that and whatnot. But, you know, at the same time, I'm kind of like doing this to myself because of the attachments that I run at 74u. If you pay attention, I'm using this drum mag and I'm using the PKM stock, which kind of limit the mobility or makes it a little bit more clunkier. But I feel like it doesn't matter because I get faster ADS speed with the 50 round drum mag, or if hell, you could even use the 40 round drum or the 40 round non-speed mag. But I wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, the 10 extra bullets are really helpful. And then also I get the strafing ability because, you know, the stocks are just broken for whatever reason. But hey, you know what I'm saying, the strafing is just nice. Strafing in general for me is a very big part of my offense, or I guess close quarter engagements. I don't know, when I get in a close quarter situation, I try to make it as hard as possible to hit me. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to just sit there still and try to take a gunfight head on. Like, if I can strafe left or right, or just try to do something to throw off the enemy's aim, then I try to do my best. And so the PKM stock allows me to do that. I think there's other stocks out there too. Maybe even the last one, the skeletal stock, does too. And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just this weapon right here, bro. Very slept on. And in terms of it competing against FFAR, like, come on, like, I feel like it got it. I feel like it definitely has the range over the FFAR. Damage wise, you know, the only reason I don't think that the 74u wouldn't have it over the FFAR would be because of the fact that the FFAR shoots really fast. But we'll get into that shortly. So with that being said, man, let's get into FFAR. And then we have the recoil pattern for FFAR, which obviously, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be pretty high. But when you start actually controlling it, it's not too bad. But it is a battle, constant battle with that recoil when you're in the match. It does feel like it has no recoil though, or not. No. Let me rephrase that. It's pretty easy to control it, but it's also very easy to lose control. So like again, it's just a battle with the recoil. But when you're controlling it, it's pretty good. Like, you know what I'm saying, it's really accurate. Also, if you guys see on my class right there, it's kind of contradictory to the recent video I just posted about the FFAR's best class setup or recoil class setup, where I used a compensator instead of a suppressor. But that's just because I mentioned it in that video. I'm not sure if I actually made it to the full video, but I did say it in the game class I was recording, that for team modes, when it's like duos, trios, or quads, I'd rather use suppressor. But if it's solos, I don't feel like suppressor matters that much. And so, you know what I'm saying, if you play solos, you know, I definitely recommend the compensator over the suppressor. But if you're playing team modes, I definitely would say that the suppressor is the way to go. But that's besides the point. So anyways, man, this FFAR, bro, has caught Warzone by storm. Pretty much ever since the DMR nerf, everyone's been like very eager to use it, including myself. And people have just been waiting, or were waiting for the perfect time to pull out this gun. Like, before the DMR got nerfed, people were like, yo, this gun's gonna be great, but we just need the DMR to get nerfed. And then it finally got nerfed, and then they just started, you know what I'm saying, everyone started using it. And originally, it was the perfect gun with the sniper, you know, perfect combination, perfect hybrid weapon. But then now, over time, it's become the ideal secondary weapon for many people. Me personally, I don't really like the FFAR secondary. I would never really consider using it as secondary because of the whole fact that it takes AR ammo. And I know, to be honest with you, that's not really like a big deal, because if you're getting kills, you're going to replenish. To be honest, like, if you manage your ammo correctly, you won't really be out of ammo. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a fight, you'll be probably good. But I don't know. Just for me, I just don't even want to take that risk, so that's why I don't even use it. Plus, I like SMGs better. It allows me to be a little bit faster. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, you can use FFAR as a secondary, but the mobility and just all that's still going to be the level of AR. Even though it is pretty fast still, I prefer to use AK-74u or MAC-10 to get around the map. That's just me. I like running fast because I don't use the car. So, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't want to put myself at a handicap with the AR. But, you know what I'm saying, obviously, this FFAR, man, it's just, you can't go wrong with it. Like, I'm not going to lie. For a secondary option, it's obviously good. Yes, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, damage-wise, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, it is, I think, better than the 74u because it shoots faster. So, like, the ability to outgun a 74u, even MAC-10, it's there just because it shoots really fast, and it has that damage aspect. But I think overall, like, the damage, I don't think it's as... Actually, it might be, to be honest with you, because, I mean, look, you be melting people when you be using FFAR. You pick up that ground FFAR, and you just eradicate people, you know what I'm saying? Early game, this is the weapon to go, obviously. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, the one big thing is the range. Like, the range is just kind of like non-existent, but it's actually funny that I say that because one of the other things that I'm starting to see is MAC-10 and FFAR combined, which is something that it's just doesn't even, like, I can't even fathom that, because they're both very close range weapons, or they don't have that crazy range, but the FFAR gets used as an actual AR, which is insane. But I saw a little bit of gameplay of people attempting to do that combination, and it's kind of been effective, but like at the end of the day, the FFAR just, you know, at those really long ranges, bro, like, it gets hard. Not even because the damage or the ability that the bullet's not being able to get there or getting there or whatever. It's just the fact that the recoil starts getting bad at really long ranges. Like, recoil is manageable at close to medium range, but then it starts getting to those long ranges, and it's just, nah, you can't do it, bro. You really can't do it. You can't hold it down. You have to kind of like tap it, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's not really viable, because, you know, if you're tapping against somebody, right, and it's not something like a DMR or type, you know, they're going to be able to get away, because it's just going to be easy to run away, because, you know, you're not getting sprayed, you know what I'm saying? And so there's lots of bullets coming at you. You'll probably make it to safety. So I don't know, man. I don't really recommend that specific combination, but if it works for you, it works for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with something that works best for you. But again, man, for me personally, FFAR secondary just does not work the best for me. I can't, bro. I just can't, bro. Can't get behind it. I know some of you guys might. And hell, maybe some of you guys can make your questions in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying? So leave that in the comments if you use, or leave down your experiences in the comments if you do use the FFAR secondary, because I'm actually curious, you know what I'm saying, what your reasoning is for it and how much success you get. Because I want to see if, like, if overall people have a lot of success with it, to see if, you know, maybe I could venture into the realm of potentially using this as secondary, because, you know what I'm saying, I do want to use different things, you know what I'm saying, like I do want to be a little bit different with my game style or my gameplay, whatever. And if I, you know, if I could use the FFAR secondary, why not? You know what I'm saying? Try something new. So, you know, make your case down below, comment section down below. I'm very curious to see what everyone's experience is with the FFAR secondary. With that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.